Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Mekin, and today we've done some science around Titan Oya. Commander Kikinese had noticed that you could still damage the retracting thermal core of the Titan and somehow get the damage resistor. And Commander Holo had mentioned that it was possible to ram the thermal core and actually inflict damage through those rams. Both sounded very interesting, so I set out to go and do a few first-hand tests, and I found a few noticeable things. First and foremost, rams do no damage to the core. As much as you'd like to kind of ram the Titan to death in your B-rated Beluga, unfortunately, that's just simply not the case. That was more of something that was related to a different phenomenon that was associated with what Kikinese had identified, which is the fact that if you hit the thermal core at any point in time during the cycle, the damage that you do to it, even if the core is not exerted, extracted, or whatever you call when it's out, the damage will be buffered, and it will be essentially saved, and it will register next time that the full vent cycle goes through and the core exerts. So as you can see from this video, basically you can missile away at the cap of the Thargoid Titan, of the thermal core of a Thargoid Titan. And I'm going to skip ahead so you don't see me kind of unload a whole clip of a Titan Killer 2B bomber at it. But you do all of that, and then you go for a single vent run once you're completely out of ammo. And now that you have no ammo, so you can't even hurt it, not even if you wanted it to, unless you kind of synthesize ammo, you'll see that when the core retracts, all the damage that was done and all this time will now register as a single bond. So Titan Oya, that has extremely high damage resistance and that would have a full bond value in a couple of million, 2 or 3 million. Look at that. I'll pause it here for you. Almost 6.8 million, which is actually more than what a full thermal core is worth in bonds, which is actually a compounded second bug, because not only does the damage get buffered, but it's also possible to do more than 100% worth of a thermal core damage in a single cycle, which should not be possible, honestly. So when I first saw this, I was like, great, we found a more efficient way to damage the Titan, let us tell the world, and I made a video about it, how this could be kind of a tool to help us in our fight against the Thargoid Titans. And the community's reaction was, I want to say, and I'm rounding up here, mixed, in that a lot of folks came up and said, well, that's really an exploit. It's exploiting a bug. It's not really something that is intended to happen the way it's supposed to. And I have to say, I have to agree. Like, this is clearly non-intended behavior. It is obviously a bug, and it didn't dawn on me immediately what the potential for exploiting this immediately was. So the right course of action here is, first and foremost, bring this to Frontier Development's attention, which Commander Raghav 102 has begun doing. He's created an issue tracker, which now we've all gotten to confirm. So the issue that is now on screen, and I will link the issue link in the video comments below, has now been confirmed. So you can vote on it, and you can vote up the priority so that Frontier Development has even higher attention to it, and we can get this fixed promptly. Nevertheless, I think it's a good thing that we've got this information out to a community, and notwithstanding the fact that bug reports are public information, so even if we had made a bug report, it would have become public domain quickly. It's more likely than not that it will be fixed faster, and at least now everybody's on the same level playing field. I personally will not be abusing this bug. I'm advising everybody listening to this video or parts of our squadrons in AXI or in XSF to not abuse this bug, because that would be an exploit. Whether others at large choose to do so or not, that's entirely in their hands. But again, now everybody's on the same page and everybody has the same information. I do think that this is a big enough bug In a way, it's probably even bigger than the core getting stuck, to be honest, because the core getting stuck has a workaround versus this is something that is individually exploitable by any single standalone commander for something that actually rewards arcs in the current gameplay mechanics. So it's kind of a big deal. Um, so that's it. That's what we found out today through our little science. Thank you to all the commanders that have brought to our attention that, candidly, this is not a way to fight Titans. This is effectively an exploit. And thank you to all the commanders that will help vote it up in the issue tracker and report it and hopefully get it hot fixed relatively quickly. With that, Commander Meccan, over and out, and glory to mankind.